Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that sub button as we are on our way to our goal of 200. And today I woke up after working a long night shift to realize Edmonton Oilers prospect, their 2020 first round pick, 14th overall, Dylan Holloway, has made the Canada's World Juniors team that's being held in Red Deer this year. And that is just phenomenal for him. You know, we've had great players, good players play for the World Junior teams. We've had great players for even not the World Juniors, the World Cup. Like our likes like Jordan Eberle, Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid, Nuge, Draisaitl, all of them, even back in the day, 2007, I was actually watching that a few nights ago. James Neal was on that team, Sam Gagner, Cogliano. Like, it is a pleasure to represent your country because sometimes for guys, it's the World Juniors are the only time they actually get to represent Canada. Nugent McDavid got to play already for the World team, but you got to embrace it. Those are your brothers. You go out, try and fight for gold. And you know what? It's the memories that's created. I know us fans like to see Canada, bring home the gold, but for these guys, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Sorry, I'm stuffed up. Once in a lifetime opportunity that, they might be playing here. Some guys, like Kirby Doc that made the team, it's a second go around, and so on and so forth. So back to Dylan Holloway here. He's 6'1", 203. He's playing for the University of Wisconsin in the NCAA. He's committed there for this year, I believe. And he's a former Alberta Junior Hockey League player. He played for the Okotoks Oilers for 2 years. And that's just, you know, a coincidence. Okotoks Oilers, Edmonton Oilers drafted him, and so on and so forth. This guy will bring a lot of things to the table for that Canada team. He is a bigger guy. He is on the heavier side too. He can bring that physical presence. But I watched he play 2 games for Wisconsin, and the guy can shoot. Like this guy, the 2 goals he scored in 2 games were unbelievable goals. Like sniped goals. I watched the replays. And I actually got to watch him in the AJHL too because I used to live near Bonnyville, and Okotoks would play Bonnyville. I also lived in Fort Mac for a bit, and they came up. This guy is a game changer for the Edmonton Oilers, especially on that third line once he gets going. And back to him making Team Canada here. He's more than likely probably going to make it next year, but let's talk about this year. What does he bring, and where do I see him playing? So, other forwards are Quinton Byfield, Dylan Cousins, Kirby Doc, Peyton Krebs, Dawson Mercer, Jacob Pelletier, Cole Perfetti, Jack Quinn, Ryan Suzuki, and Connors area, and a couple others. I see Holloway being that, third line guy for Team Canada, the grit line, that's gonna be on the penalty kill. This guy can play on the power play, can play on the penalty kill. But I just read these guys some names that, the likes of Kirby Doc might be able to. Sorry, I'm all stuffed up. Kirby Doc might be able to teach these guys some things as he's already played in the NHL. He skipped playing in the AHL and all that to go and play in the NHL. And you know what? That's experience that you can't, like, not take from a guy like Kirby Doc. He's actually an Alberta boy too. He's from actually my hometown where I'm currently living, Fort Saskatchewan. Now, you get 2 guys from roughly a couple hours apart, well, there you go. Bing bang. There's some chemistry and everything else. So let's take a look more into the stats of Dylan Holloway. Another fun fact, he shares a birthday with me. I'm actually 6 years older than him. That's the fun fact of the day. So he's a left-handed shot, and let's go down to the AJHL. When he first started, he came out of the Calgary Flames U18 AAA in the AMHL. His first short season with the Okotoks OILERS was 17-18. He played 28 games for 27 points, 11 goals, 16 assists, which isn't too bad. He had 16 penalty minutes, so 8 penalty minutes, which isn't bad too. So then in 18-19, he played for the Okotoks again, while playing 53 games, scoring 40 goals, 48 points for 88 points with 56 penalty minutes. So, the penalty troubles are kind of on the upside. With growth, he'll find that he can't do half the stuff he can do. That year, 18-19, he played for Canada's U18 team in the World Cup of Hockey. He played 7 games. He had 4 points and 10 penalty minutes. And then he went to the University of Wisconsin last season in the NCAA. 35 games played, 8 goals, 9 assists for 17 points, 49 penalty minutes. Like I said, penalties in juniors get called a lot more than it does in the NHL. We've seen the NHL. McDavid gets rammed by a charge, no penalties. Zach Kassian doesn't even get penalties half the time, unless he's turtlenecking, Matthew Tkachuk. And then, of course, this season he has 2 games played, 2 goals for the University of Wisconsin. So that's basically what Dylan Holloway's about. Also, I just found a unique thing I need premium access to, but on this site it says skill rating out of 20. Teamwork, they give Dylan Holloway a 13 right now. Room to grow. Strength 13, speed 13, and shooting accuracy 13 out of 20. That's a good stat because, you don't know what you got. Like, the AJHL's tough. There's been a lot of prospects come out of the AJHL, especially, I think San Jose signed a former Bonnyville player to an entry level and whatnot. So that's all. I know, sorry I was rambling today. I'm just kind of feeling under the weather, but make sure you hit that sub button as I'll get better at this. And you guys have a great night. Stay safe, and I hope you guys have a Christmas party or something that, within your family, have some fun with that, with all this COVID. Have a good one.